Okay, the meeting is called to order. We have quite a big, long agenda. So let's just start out. The first thing on the agenda is Friends Place property update.
All right, so I'll go ahead and take this. Brandon and I met with Chris Cochran, what about 2 months ago now. The seller, sorry, we have a seller. The buyer really wanted to keep us locked in. They wanted to lock in the property. That was their position. Our position has always been, we need to understand where Beacon is and before committing to anything hard on this. So in the update that I provided you, we got that update from Beacon, but then now we have a further update. So the update is that Beacon won't be getting the monies to move forward with their project in its totality. So they're gonna have to build it piecemeal, is what Forrest said, that they're deliberating how to do that.
So that's definite now, we know that for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
that is for sure. That $4 million shortfall
I
on
mean,
his tax
no
credits.
surprise.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So, question.
yes.
So, wasn't it the city or somebody that said the plan now is leases before beds? If they want to put people, have
Oh,
you heard that?
with
Or did I
the,
make that?
so that is an initiative for a response to the encampment law.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I attended those seminars. We had like, it was like a two-day training where, have you heard of the Heading Home
Yeah,
agency?
yeah.
They're spearheading that in collaboration with this, third party entity that's done this work before. But the idea is that they have funding that they're going to basically move on each encampment. So when they find one, they're going to have this process where they engage with everyone there, document them, get them aligned with the housing opportunity and put them in housing.
You're talking about heading home.
Yes. So in that sense, for that effort, for encampments, they're going to be putting people in homes. And I know that the funding for that is at least a year, in terms of providing them with, housing support. Uh, the functionality of that in the long term remains to be seen, but that is a new initiative. I can't quite remember. I think some of the money was from the city. I believe so. And so, but think about that as a community-wide initiative, in terms of,
so where is this housing gonna come from? And who's gonna
Yeah.
be supervising these people?
so what I assume is going to operate similar to the way that Beacon's programs for, what is it called, permanent supportive housing works.
Right?
And basically working in partnership with landlords that are willing to do, leases. They have to do the work. They have to do the work, and it's very optimistic. But that work already happens here. And at the seminar, there were landlord partners that were there. Now, it's going to be a case by case, individual by individual, in terms of criteria and housing availability.
So this has nothing to do with Beacons.
Has nothing to do with Beacon Project. And it's a community-wide initiative that'll be, yeah, separate from the short-term solution of, emergency housing that Beacon now provides, but then also, you know, they still have their programs, permanent supportive housing and rapid rehousing for now, at least through the next fiscal year.
So Leon, is there any talk about what they're going to do with people who don't want a house?
Well,
They'll
they'll have to move.
Plenty.
They'll
Yeah,
have to move. They can't, then that's the thing about this new law, is like, if they're not gone within 48 hours, they will be,
They go to jail.
they can go to jail. And there's also this provision in that law that talks about, what does it say? Can't remember the specific term, but potentially holding folks against their will, or like a mental health thing.
Yeah.
Mental health holds in situations where people are not willing to take shelter,
Right.
and where it's not safe, like especially in frigid temperatures.
I think the whole enforcement of that is going to be very tricky.
Yeah, so the law enforcement was at the and even then they were
Oh.
like, how are we going to, because we can't know, if we know
Oh.
about this, we have to act on it. And
And
so
we've dealt with plenty that just cannot go into a shelter, like Red Dawn, she's one of them, like, they start to panic, like they can't be.
Sure,
So there's gonna be homeless that are just
that's right.
can't be housed,
yeah,
Yeah.
so they're gonna forcibly house them.
who's to say? I'm curious to know what sort of response the mental health community and those resources are gonna have. Uh, the South Central Housing Network meets bi-monthly, so I attend those meetings. I'm on that board, and I'll stay in the loop in terms of what initiatives and how the encampment thing is going. But I'm glad we do have some money to put some effort towards
Yeah.
a solution. And in some of those cases, like we saw a fire recently. Unfortunately, we couldn't get this person plugged in with this opportunity, but um, in some of those cases, you may have those folks who may need help getting what is it called? Social Security disability or Social Security benefits. So the long term is probably possible, but they need that casework to finance it.
And
'Cause
that's becoming more
I don't-
difficult all the time.
yeah, I don't know that beyond 1 year will happen, but for now, it's the hope is that we could there's a pipeline. But with regard to our commitment here, Ford's gave me a ring, and he said that we didn't get the money. Our board is meeting to determine next steps, whether there's two versions of moving forward. One perhaps where the emergency shelter is included in the first phase. One maybe it won't be. And so that'll dictate our need for Frank's Place still. So, and he thought that even if that first phase included that, he projected like 2028 for a vacancy, perhaps, in that scenario.
At this point, am I right? Nothing has been signed or nothing is,
Nothing has been signed.
okay,
Chris was pushing for a contract. I'm kind of hesitant. I'd much
Yeah.
rather do a letter of intent with perhaps earnest money that would commit to taking it off the market for a time. But and as time moves on, it's not certain to me
Yes, I hope so, honey.
that Beacon will still need that money. But that remains to be seen. I've definitely told Forrest that we're committed to supporting the shelter, making sure there is a shelter, supporting that project financially and committed,
Yeah.
prior. So he told me, well, I haven't pushed the issue because I know that he was his board was meeting. They just got done a big fundraiser. And so I'm waiting to hear what they decided. And
So much is in flux,
mhm.
how you can.
Mhm.
bend
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So I have to provide.
This is a little sand.
Chris with that
I should have
update.
left earlier.
Hi, Susie.
Yeah,
So yeah,
been a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, the next phase, I'll talk to Chris and let him know. But I think still we need a clear understanding of which direction Forest Project is going. And last time heard from him, his board, and that was about 3 weeks ago, and that they had some decisions to make. So wait for that update, reach out and see what we have, and I'll let Chris know the same.
Has the prospective business been notified of the state of things right now?
No, so they were waiting. They sent a new version of a contract with us to Brendan and I. But we told them we were waiting to hear back from Forrest. So I don't know that they know the update either, unless Forrest has talked to that side.
Does it hinge
I like
on
that.
them making the emergency shelter
Get the
first?
hint. and
Yeah,
a Kleenex.
I mean, either way,
Thank
it's
you
going
so
to be
much,
a
yeah.
delayed timeline, much further than they were anticipating. Chris told me that the buyer is willing to wait. They really like that location,
Uh-huh.
and they're committed to it in that way. And so I think a letter of intent could, keep them at the table. And so we'll explore that.
Yeah, we can't do more than that. I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so, no.
Yeah, I mean, he was like thinking about a contract with a lot of contingencies, but I
Yeah.
think that's just too much. That's not wise.
Okay, number 2 is a vehicle use resolution and vehicle use policy.
Yeah, and I guess, well, if we probably should have inserted the acquisition report as a point of discussion first. But we bought a van.
Awesome.
And looking at the capital improvement plan, we and put a bunch of things in there, and one of them was the purchasing a van. I think we had earmarked about 60K originally. Did some research. We looked at about 3 different vehicles. And we definitely, some of the versions we were looking at were rear wheel drive versus front wheel, all wheel. We decided we wanted to make sure that, no matter what terrain
Yeah,
we were in. And so when you're looking at all the bumping up from rear wheel to all wheel, it cost us a little bit more for our all wheel
Who was
drive vehicle.
involved in?
So I had Nancy get some quotes originally. I was pretty much the headhunter at the point where we moved from an interest in a cargo van only to something that could also transport clients for potential future program. And and so we looked at the closest option. We were also looking at something that was going to be easy on gas, given the economy. The Toyota Sienna was about 58,000 for all-wheel drive, and then this one was about 5K more. So
Is this a hybrid or?
this is all electric vehicle,
All electric?
and so we will never have to purchase gas for it.
Gotcha.
And so
that's amazing.
yeah, there were some. Yes, ma'am.
So I looked at this and went with this and this. Where's this expensive car from? Who
Where?
is the owner? Who's the company?
Oh, so we bought it from a dealership, a local.
A what?
dealership. We bought it from a local dealership.
And that is?
It's through the VW Royal on the east side.
Royal South?
Royal East.
East.
Royal East.
Royal D.
No, Royal East,
East.
like over by the mall.
Yeah, and I've worked directly with the owner and spoke
So
with him.
it's a used one?
No, ma'am, it's
Oh, you
brand,
said owner.
the owner of the dealership.
Yes.
Yeah, he reached out directly and helped us procure what we were.
So
looking
how did he know we were wanting, you let him know we
So-
needed a car?
Yeah, we reached out to several dealerships to move forward with the planned purchase of the vehicle. And this was just one of several dealers that we thought.
Is this the lowest price from the other dealers?
No, ma'am, it was.
And what were the other dealers' prices?
So the other comparable price for the vehicle that we were hoping for two one of the features. We wanted we were thinking about safety, so we wanted all-wheel drive. And the other vehicle was a Toyota, which was also a hybrid. That was 58,000. That was 50.
So, why do you need an all-wheel drive? I mean, the city keeps the streets snow and ice off. So, and unless she or he is going out in the country in the mud,
Sure.
I don't know why we need a whole wheel drive. Hey, I'm just not happy with this price.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can't, if any of the people I know that live in Perry Township that pay taxes say, are you kidding? $70,000 for a vehicle? to carry food around from point A to point B in the city.
Oh, we're in the county too.
Well,
Susie.
I don't care. That's still too much money.
Well, the additional cost
This
was to
your
protect.
car,
Yes,
when my husband and I built our house, we paid 22,000 more than this here price of car.
Sure,
And how
So
many years ago?
this is ridiculous. I went on CarMax and I went on even 26 cars for $40,000 to $38,000, and they would deliver. I don't know how, well, Jack, you know how I feel about getting a car for this. I know they need one, just as long as it's not gonna transport the board or you all to Indianapolis to functions. In the past, you've always used your car and you turned in the mileage and gas, blah, blah, blah.
I think that's a good point that Susie brought up. Have we done a study on how much money actually I think we're going to save by not paying mileage and that sort of thing? I mean, a gas, the price that it is today, and it's not going to drop in the next near future. I think this will be a money saver
Yeah, I agree.
in the long run.
I think an
The
electric.
70,000,
I do.
Yeah, and
I don't know why is it?
Well, look at what we're paying now. We're doing all these things now, driving around in individuals' cars and this sort of thing. Those people are being reimbursed per mile. We're buying gas for a lot of different vehicles, from what I understand.
correct.
Yeah, so over a period of time, there's no gas involved in this. This is strictly EV. So that, I think over a period of time, it's going to be a money saver, but I certainly agree, vehicles now are out of sight, period.
Right.
Yeah,
an
My
additional cost, sorry.
Oh, my sister-in-law has a VW EV and she loves it.
Say again, honey.
My sister-in-law has an electric vehicle that's
Mhm.
this brand and
Mhm.
she loves it.
Some of those additional costs, Susie, were. for
Well,
the
I also
protection
had
of the
a
vehicle.
hybrid,
Yes,
a Toyota. I could go 40, 50 miles without even thinking about putting 10 gallon of gas in the car, and plus it was electric. And I just don't, I don't see $70,000 for a vehicle that might be used twice a week, maybe? How many times?
so there is some programming that I hope to begin. And some of it might be some mobile outreach, and the vehicle will be of use then. And potentially doing some work where we do some cohorts of some upstream work with clients, where we ultimately may offer some transportation
At the
support.
clients?
Yes. Applicants or, folks in need in the township, we may.
So how do they get here now?
It won't be to pick them up necessarily, but there may be some future programming where we may offer some support to that household with transportation.
It would be paid for by the government or the state?
Well, it would be paid for within the sense of our operations, right? So we have the vehicle, we can offer that service now.
I don't think getting this to help clients to get to 1010 South Walnut
Or like
goes into this.
The vehicle could be used multiple times per day. There are times
With what, honey?
when I have to go pick up office supplies,
Yes,
Lowe's, Sam's Club, Menards. Sometimes I'm out 2 or 3 times a day and I'm using my car for that.
We
And
complain.
then I'll get there Tuesday and Thursday. Nancy picks up food. If we get extra food throughout the week, she has to make another trip with her vehicle. Also, I got a weed complaint in March, I think this year. In March through October, I'm using my own vehicle for weed complaints, and a lot of those are in the county. Because all of them are in the county, because the city handles their own weed
Correct.
complaints within the city limits.
so what part of that do you get reimbursed,
Yes.
dear?
I get all my gas mileage, I get reimbursed, but
You
that
get so much a mile.
49, 42. something.
49 cents.
Which
It's
really,
not even at the federal level.
it's not
the
even,
state.
no. I was
And it
going to
hasn't
say,
changed in
Years.
years.
It's very
Yeah,
low.
the state sets it, that we don't set it, the state sets it, it's 49 cents.
I think it's important to keep in mind that this isn't like a take-home vehicle
Correct.
Right,
for
Oh,
anyone.
good, yeah.
yeah.
It's going to help the clients of Perry Township, I think, a great deal, as well as staff.
Well, Nancy's damaged her own personal vehicle hauling food for our pantry because she fills it up to the brim. You know, she has to go and she's loading it into her own personal vehicle, and she's damaged her own vehicle by using it to transport food for the township.
Did the township pay for the repair?
No,
Her insurance did, I assume?
I don't know. I don't know what, I just know that she said,
Sure.
you know, she scratched it or something.
Yeah, lots of cans of food or just
Yeah.
used
Sure,
cans.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this vehicle's been purchased and we have your regrets in the minutes and we need to move on because we have a super long agenda. Okay, the next thing is financial update.
You gotta do.
Yeah, that was just.
Oh, sorry.
So this resolution is, in reference, this vehicle use policy.
Yeah.
So, and
Uh-huh.
we provided that, so the rules and regulations and how we'll move forward and just getting, board approval for those things so that.
And
the
you said
vehicle-
this ahead of time, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. The vehicle can be used for township business.
Did we have help in drawing this policy up, by the way?
Yeah. We do the policy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I looked at, some examples.
I think you've covered everything
Yeah.
very well, yeah, yeah.
We had a similar one at my prior agency that I kind of used some of that wisdom.
We like to do that,
Yeah.
get help from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Compared.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I'm anxious to see it.
Yes,
Yeah, so,
well, you didn't get a mention then.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to mention, there's a software thing that they need to fix so that we can use the app to do the functionalities that does. And the vehicle's in queue and we can't, they wouldn't let us pick it up until they're finished servicing it.
One quick question, if I could, when is the wrap going to happen?
So the wrap would come after the approval of the
Seal.
seal.
Okay.
And the logo, because we were probably gonna use some of that to go on the
Is
vehicle.
that included in this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
it
we-
is, okay.
Oh,
No.
no, the wrap,
No,
the wrap,
it's
the
set.
estimate is, there's an estimate there. I got an
Yeah.
estimate.
500.
500
Yeah,
bucks.
right, okay.
I wanna do
And
that.
we also need to remember that we need
Yeah.
to spend that money.
Yes,
Good point.
yes.
And we also got the warranties. I just wanted to make sure you all
Yes,
saw
that's
those
important.
things. Those
Yeah.
are extended.
That's
And so those 8 years.
And that's a big price, but over the course of the 8 years, it's huge to have that protection. And so that makes the price look like it's more, but, you know, they were telling him, you know, you can have wheel problems and.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, and there again, over a period of 8 years, look at the expense without it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes it look like it costs even more, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna spend that, you need to protect it, so.
Okay, financial update.
All right. It should include an update of our current year spend down. There are two documents in front of you, one longer and one shorter. The shorter one is basically an overview of all of our accounts, correct? Sharon?
Yes. Yeah.
And where we are in terms of each account's standing. Thought it'd be good for you all to see these things.
How are we doing?
We're looking at our comparison to last year in terms of township assistance. We're a bit up this year comparatively. Our
So
numbers
that's the
are up.
last page, if you're interested in direct assistance, it is. Well, not, yeah, it's the very last page, and it'll say direct relief. So that's what Leon's talking about is actual township assistance that we spend out on clients. It's like direct relief.
And you were saying compared to last year,
Compared to last year, I believe our numbers are up
Yeah,
as well, but our,
that's
and
understandable.
likewise, our expenses are up.
yeah, our shelter expense is way up, rents are just crazy, and whenever we get an application, they're usually asking for rent 90% of the time.
So,
And it's huge.
And the amounts are just insane. And we're not even helping with their entire balances
no,
typically.
we can't. But we've been able to work in partnership with some local other entities and, give referrals. And so that's going to, making sure folks can still get the help they need to stay in housing. So our help isn't just in vain. Like we're looking at, keeping people, connected with other resources so they can move forward with the income that they do have. So, but yeah, thought it'd be good to give you guys an update on that. And if you have any questions, Sharon, I'm just kidding.
They can ask me, that's all right. He just thought it would be nice for you to have an overview
Yeah,
of the
it-
6 months
It
and
is nice to see
The
that.
different pots of money that we've been
Yeah.
spending down and,
since we're getting ready to go into budget season, you can kind of see all right.
all right. Sorry.
Advanced payment resolution.
So this resolution was drafted in response to, I think several times, maybe we've been asked for a deposit. Per prior statute, townships were not allowed to pay for something without receiving the goods right away. There was an update to that law. I can't remember how long it was before I got in office, but um, us coming up against the need to do or being requested for a deposit, I looked into it.
Like our roof.
Yeah, so for the roof, and then at first with this vehicle, but working with the owner, he bypassed that, so we didn't have to do a deposit, but
That was good.
yeah, he was very kind of him. And so,
Becoming an issue.
yeah, it's an issue, so we are permitted to do so under these constraints that are spelled out in the resolution. It can't be more than, what's it, 10%? I should know this by heart, but I don't.
It does say.
Should not exceed 50% of the total cost or $2 million, whichever is less. I don't think we've ever had a contract that big. But it allows us to place deposits when needed.
So what went into that?
Yeah, that went into effect July 2023, July 1st. And so given these parameters, it allows us to actually put a deposit for something, for a payment for something. Most in this, I guess in the last year, we've seen the vehicle and then the roof was a request, but we were able to work around that.
Yeah. Typically they'll, work with us, but some places balk at that.
Yeah.
No, you can't blame them.
No, you got.
Yeah.
Agree.
So,
Just provided we have a solid documentation and accounting and paperwork that tracks the payment of the deposit. I think our default will likely be to continue as we have been, but in the event where we just have a vendor that is unwilling to work with us in that regard, we have to.
It's good.
I mean, almost always they ask, even like when we've put in a new fence,
Sure.
Yeah.
this will make it.
Okay, and do we have to pass that resolution then?
Yes.
So I think we should pass that resolution that will help the functioning of the township.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion. Okay,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
I,
Do we need a motion for the
Did we
Yeah.
not do one?
operational use of the vehicle?
We just signed it.
Okay.
I've been hearing the country only has a week left of gas. I know, I think you signed on Susie's lawn.
Did he sign wrong? I think we can just change the name, can't we?
There's a big yellow arrow sign here, Jack.
Well, Brian Brandon.
But,
Okay,
yeah,
So what do you
what
want?
should we do about
We
it?
got one. We just do two for,
Just go ahead and have Suzie sign it here and we'll write the name, but we've got
We
an
got
original.
Susan
So,
needs to sign.
yeah, and then we'll just change the
Jack
name.
signed.
Thank you, sorry about that.
It's all good.
Okay, internal control paperwork.
this is just an update because the paperwork we had was a decade old and had Dan's name all over it, and there were some software updates and some hardware updates. that I wrote down
So
in
this
there.
is housekeeping.
Yeah,
Housekeeping.
So do we need a resolution?
it's a trustee correct.
Why would we need a resolution to change this?
We have to change Dan's name, so we have to change it to Leon. These are our internal controls that we did
Yeah,
10 years ago.
yeah, 2016.
And, so we signed it all 10
Mhm.
years ago, and this is, and did you send it to him ahead of time?
Yeah,
And so this is an update, changing it from Dan's name to Leon's name. And updating our software and hardware.
yeah.
So it's nothing else changed in the paper.
No, everything's the same, it's just update.
So does this really need a resolution?
It's internal controls, they will not accept anything from us without copies of our internal controls. They will not take our budget, they won't accept our annual report. If we're being audited right now, I don't know if I.
Yeah, we haven't got- we haven't got-
That will work
We haven't
on
got-
that too.
Usually makes people shake
Yeah,
in audit, but not us.
And that's the first thing he asked for.
Okay, so I think we need to take Dan's name off our internal controls and add Leon's name.
and there's,
That was a resolution.
That was a motion.
That was a motion, yeah.
I'll second that.
All in
So there-
favor?
Okay,
There is a lot to sign,
yeah, there's 2 pages to sign on each one, and then
but they're
Leon,
identical,
Yeah.
correct?
Leon's got like 6
Yeah,
pages
wow.
to sign, so.
You're young.
Let's see if Chad.
So Leon signs most of the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, copy fees resolution.
Again, this paperwork was 20 years old, 24 years old.
Guy Loftman did it.
I Loftman did it. I don't think any of the prices have changed, really. But I looked up the new IC code, I put all the information in there to reflect current legislation. Yeah, but much like our minimum wage, the values haven't changed, the prices on there haven't changed. But yeah, I did a new resolution to reflect the new legislation.
These are just for folks coming in and requesting copies.
Yeah, for,
Which I don't think we've ever charged anyone before.
we've never charged any. But we need to have a resolution in case we want to charge them.
I did see where there was one that we were gonna charge, and I don't know what ended up happening when I was going through the book.
But yeah, I mean, if they're asking for a large amount of paperwork and they want color print,
Yeah.
then you're gonna maybe think about charging. There's some.
This is all Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm green.
Okay, we won't hold it against you.
Well, I'm sorry, I picked the colors years ago and I just stick with it, because,
Something here.
correct, that just lists the board members.
You know, it's a crime that the minimum wage hasn't been raised.
That's true.
It's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Who could live on, what is it,
7.25. You can,
That's crazy.
you can. Okay. adoption of official logo resolution.
Well, we need to do the adoption of the resolution concerning coffee fees.
Oh, sorry.
Brandon's been busy.
You do this while you're on vacation.
all done before.
Got all done before vacation. Good job.
I didn't get a copy of the logo,
I think it's just something that's.
Yeah, it's on the resume.
but there's not like copy of it. Did they see it?
Yes.
In the packet.
Where's the logo?
That's what I wanted to see. I don't have it.
That one was in your packet.
No, I want to see the other one.
Let's see it.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Okay, who designed our logo? Excellent, excellent.
He did a real good job.
Okay,
I did this right.
Now that one's. That one's not, no, you don't need to sign it. Just sign the ones I tabbed for you. That one's for
That's for
training.
training.
No, just.
And everybody's done their training and it all got uploaded. You guys did that. Remember when you had to watch that 20-minute video?
Yes.
okay, so tell me the difference between the logo and the official seal.
Yeah, so. What is the difference? So it seals by statute, it's a little different. The logo, what we envision, so let me start here. With the purchase of the vehicle, we thought about branding and also with some forthcoming updates to our website, definitely wanted to. Well, I asked, I said, do we have a logo? Do we have something? And we don't have.
No, we don't.
And so
Bloomington Township has one.
Wilmington Township
I think
has
Richmond
one.
has one. Or
Yeah,
not Richmond. Van Buren.
and I looked into, code in terms of like adopting a seal or whether or not townships can do that. It's permissible, and so just something to kind of call our own when it comes to like branding things.
What's important if you're driving our car around,
Car.
you see the official.
Website,
Absolutely.
and so Wilmington Township has a logo on their website, and then even with the apparel, if we have some apparel.
Yeah,
Um,
And they're blue. I think there's.
yeah, theirs is blue with the city there. And so that's where the motivation came to kind of look into it. And yeah, this is what we wanted to present as the official.
I liked it. Do you like it?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, started with some iteration of was it Higgins, Amanda Higgins had given this seal that she had generated through AI, and we just kind of worked from it from there. I talked to Brandon. I talked to everyone.
Yeah, you
for
got everyone's
input.
input on it.
Brandon's had some great suggestions. We changed some things when it came to both of them. And if you notice with the seal, we also did a tribute to Dan. In
Can
the
you
seal.
pass those around?
So yeah, which one's this? Well, this one's first. This is the logo.
So this is the logo.
I like that.
If you'll have to make a motion to accept that.
I move to accept the logo. Excellent.
I'll second that.
Oh, I'm
Everybody
sorry.
in favor?
We adopted some principles and put in there that I thought were important. Yeah,
That's
that was
really nice.
Brandon's idea to put sample gates in there.
Yeah,
Well, we wanted to kind of represent Perry. There's a rural component, so we put the little fishing guy there.
the courthourse and the South Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, because I think the fish took a little while to,
Oh, man,
I think, didn't you
the
have?
weather
problems
vane,
with-
yeah, it was trying to get the courthouse.
Fish,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
courthouse.
That's really nice.
I think he did an excellent job.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
also,
I like
you
it.
also, that was also
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Brandon's idea to do the
Yeah.
courthouse,
The fish, yeah.
to put actual, rendering of our courthouse.
Yeah, they put a lot
What's
of
the
effort in it.
significance of the little fisher guy?
So, it's to pay homage to our more rural areas.
Okay, yeah.
It's a lake.
The lake, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
It's nice. I like
I
that.
think they did a really good job. I'm more excited about the seal than the logo, but
So we'll definitely see the logo in the website for sure, and perhaps then here's the seal. Sorry, that's stuff.
Now this is. Which one's the logo?
Well, they're both the logo.
They're the same, Susie. It's just two.
Yeah, you
copies.
said that, yeah.
It's just two copies.
Remember that now.
This is really very nice. And,
You sound surprised.
well, no, but I mean, it's more than I had expected, though.
It's a pretty incredible.
Yeah,
So we did talk to,
Oh,
Pat.
yeah, thank you for
uh,
remembering that.
Because he didn't want to include, he didn't want to offend,
Games like this.
I want to say.
right, that was.
But-
that was
So we wanted to make
appropriate,
sure that there was,
Suspenders.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and so she was,
She loved it.
yeah, good job. Nice colors too, I mean, it's not,
Yeah,
So can this be reduced, like to put on stationery and things?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, so there,
Yes.
yeah, that
good
rendering.
idea, Barbara.
We're gonna get some official files that'll be available like on the server. But yeah, I think once we work with the artists for the wrap, or the stickers, because we're probably gonna do that, but they're gonna help me with making sure those files are fully adjustable.
This is lovely. Okay, so I move that we accept the seal also.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
All right,
I,
Okay,
I'll tell you, I like these. And I like they're gonna be on the side of the township's vehicles, blah, 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 where people could say, oh, this is Perry Township. I
yeah,
live in that township. You know, I really like this. I don't know who came up with this idea, but
It was all Leon.
all Leon,
they go Leon, but it's a good one.
which we needed, I mean, I think we needed an
that's
official.
what we did. Yeah, we did, yeah.
Well,
all right.
people out there need to know about us.
So we have three items under other, building repair.
I'll do that. The sides of this building, the wood was warping, there was a hole on that, so we talked about this last time, I think. On that side of the building, we had it repaired, we had it match our metal roof, the same company that did our roof. So whenever you step out, just take a look at the side of the building, it's beautiful now. And there's no hole in the wall, and the wrapping also went under here to protect the wood under here. They did a really good job. We didn't have any complaints. They did leave some screws in the parking lot, but every roofing company. does that.
And it's the worst, yeah,
Thankfully, we have a maintenance guy that,
yeah.
Yeah. He was.
How old is this building? I forget. A lot.
80 something.
I have it written down
It's a
on my
little
phone.
younger.
No, that's okay.
A little younger.
It's younger than you. Oh, God.
But yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, we got a, what, 10-year warranty on the work?
10-year warranty, yes. And it's metal, it's pretty good.
It does look so much better.
Okay, board member payroll.
So this is interesting. Guess this is me, right?
Yes.
So when we went to a training recently, one of the things that was brought up was board pay, that we cannot pay you early. Well, you know, I've been doing the payroll for 30 years and never realized, I mean, in my mind, I'm not actually paying you early. So I've had to change your payroll schedule. We pay you quarterly. And so I normally pay you on the last payday I process for staff. So if we're paid on June 24th, I would pay you June 24th. Well, I'm actually paying you early.
You mean because it's not the 31st?
Like in June, it would be the 30th, correct? And they actually brought this up. There was one lady that even said she got an exception taken, didn't she? Because she paid early in December. So I think her board was paid for the whole year. And so she would pay them like December 24th, you know, before Christmas. And they actually wrote her up because she paid them early. So just so you know, I'm having to change that schedule. You're gonna be paid, I mean, I'll try to work it out so that it's like on the first, after the quarter ends. But it means I have to pay you December 31st for your last payment, which is absolutely
Not your fault.
no, but I mean, they've never said, we've never had a problem with it. I always just figured it's board pay. I mean, I understand that they're saying we're paying you early. I guess I just didn't think like a week mattered. But apparently even a few days matter, so your schedule's gonna change a little bit. I mean, we can change your schedule if you wanna be paid monthly or whatever, but if you're happy with quarterly,
Or
then I'll just
is that
continue.
easy for you?
It does.
Less work for you.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't, cause I'm processing anyway, so it's whatever you like. I can, it doesn't matter when I process it, so it's up to you. If you would prefer to be paid monthly, we can do that. If you like quarterly, we'll continue with that. And then I'll try to get it to whatever the closest day is
Yeah,
after the end of the quarter.
I think the quarterly has worked well and with no reason to change, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always change in the future, but I'll leave it quarterly, but just so you know, that's what's going on with your payroll. And I didn't get a chance to tell you prior to this last quarter, but that's what's happening.
All
We
right.
don't want to get in trouble and
oh,
we always follow rules. I didn't realize I wasn't following that rule.
How about budget meeting discussion?
What were those dates? So, we are at the point where we have to do all the budget things.
I guess I didn't know this was on here. It's on my desk. Do you have the dates?
It was in the email.
September 17th and 29th.
I have the 10th and the
There
29th.
it is.
You told them wrong.
No,
September,
I'm looking at the calendar.
September 10th
I have the 10th.
and the 29th,
Yeah,
and we're doing 11, is that correct?
And at that first, those are the ones where the first meeting,
Oh, that's why we're discussing this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like. So we want to talk about groups, correct?
well, yeah, we mentioned it, so we were gonna revisit, I guess this would be the annual point.
17, what do you put down?
September 10th and 29th.
10 and 29, huh?
We can re-email you.
Okay.
Susie. Brandon, can
Mhm.
you remind me to help?
So that meeting on the 10th would represent that annual meeting where we would typically
I knew I should have
invite
for my hearing.
agencies to submit
Yeah,
for the supportive service grants, or what you wanna call them. And I guess we touched on whether or not we were going to keep that process the same. As we get ready to prepare, we have a budget meeting with Tina
Correct.
in August, is it the 14th? With Sharon, I work with Sharon, I'm gonna working very closely with her right now to learn the ropes on the budget. And seeing what we have available.
So we'll know more after we have our budget meeting with our representative, which, what'd you say is like August 14th?
Yeah, I believe it's mid-August. As to whether we want to keep that process the same or invite as many folks. Seeing as we had to make that reduction prior. My thoughts are that if we want to continue supporting those incubated agencies. We may make the process a little less cumbersome in terms of application and do something similar in an MOU form. Where we set those monies aside, and we have a few things like that already. Who is that? Hoosier Hills, Community Kitchen, we have, and those entities serve Perry, and so, that might be something I think everyone involved would appreciate, but we just want to make sure the money is there and maybe have a discussion in terms of, is that the scope of what, of who all we want to support?
So I'm saying we wouldn't invite them to the
Correct.
meeting.
I have a question, are we still thinking about only considering the ones involved in food and shelter?
I think that under the constraints, the president is set to support those, and I think breaking the news to the other entities has already happened, so we're at a place where I don't want to continue to get their hopes up if we don't have the means to support them.
Right, I agree,
So,
yeah, yeah.
And so,
So we've never done it the way we sit around here and talk about which agencies. I mean, you guys could do that, which agencies make sense to give money to.
yeah, I mean, we could
kind of know
ask
the
it,
top
prepare, yeah, and have them maybe.
Which he's, Leon's doing that kind of now, like we've been talking about it and like what they, cause he's learned, he's learning like what they do and what they
Right.
offer. But to invite everybody in, like we did in the past, is just
We should
not
not
gonna make
do it.
sense.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah.
Then what is the organization you said that's working on these leases?
Heading home is gonna be the
I don't
spearhead
think
for
that's
that.
one work that we've given any money to, so
We
you
haven't.
might wanna consider them.
We let them use one of our.
Yes, we actually have a
That's right, and
collaboration
who's the
with
director?
Mary Morgan.
Right.
I thought they had a huge budget though.
I was just gonna
not
say,
budget. I thought.
they are kind of, they are well supported by the city right now.
That's what I was
All right.
thinking.
And
Don't they have a huge amount of money?
a lot of their funding is coming from, strategic efforts that the mayor has wanted, and, I think they're actually seeking some other funding as well, but I don't think they're short for dollars, but,
Okay, just saying if there's anybody else.
yeah,
that's
no, absolutely, I
Looking
agree.
at the
Think
political
about that.
landscape.
They
Well,
are
you
great
could let us
partners.
know. I mean, if you think of something, let Leon, or
Right.
an agency, let Leon know if there's one that you think fits the scope of what we want to do.
And they're serving the interests of, our constituents for sure.
Cause
so
we
we'll
may
go-
miss one.
Actually, I don't have their list with us,
Like
but,
that pantry 279.
Mhm.
What's going on with them, do we know?
They got a,
They're doing pretty good.
they
Yeah,
had a
they're-
windfall recently, I
Yeah.
think.
yeah, they do good numbers.
If you look at so we go to the Hoosier Hills, was it like a celebration or?
And
Their annual,
Annual report, yeah.
and if you look at the amount of food they get compared to everybody else, I don't wanna use the word sickening.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean, I feel like it's
And
kind
why
of
is
unfair.
Well, in my prior role, most recent, I've taken clients there, and people are lined up. They are lined up, and they have their policy. I think it's every 7 days, and they hold people to that. But they just get a lot of,
So it has to be numbers. So it has to be numbers that they're reporting
yeah,
to Hoosier Hills. Am I correct in this procedure?
Mhm.
And so the amount of numbers that they serve is what helps them get the
Yeah.
amount of food that they get donation wise.
quite a lot of people show up there.
But it's just,
Let's
to
see.
me, it feels like, so we've lost a lot of what we used to get, like frozen meats and I mean, it seems like we're not getting like what we used to
But
because
the
of.
bottom line is that people who are receiving food from them are deserving people who should be getting food from them.
Sure.
According to their guidelines, correct,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're out there just like serving
Exactly,
people.
yeah.
It
Right,
might be another place that we don't need to donate to.
correct.
Right. Yeah.
Especially since
Yeah,
we're having
they
to
serve-
purchase food.
Yeah, and I think our pantries, it's great. And we might stand to give it some more room.
Nancy's doing a really good job. She actually even reached out to Monroe County Humane Society.
Oh, yeah.
And so now, because we do get people, I mean, I know some people don't care about pets, but they get donations, and so she's even getting donations for that, for pet food. And actually helps with people's cost, because we can't justify them having pets,
How
but
about the position that was the assistant?
Oh, yeah. What the update? We had a program that we were looking to that actually reached out to us. It's called River, what was it?
River Valley.
River
Resources.
Valley Resources. They reached out to us and the timing was like great, where it would be yeah, after his departure, they would pay someone to fill a role here. And we submitted that role to have I think it's for folks 55
55 and
and up. And think they hit a snag in their funding or they pause, something related to federal.
like right after we tried to get it.
Yeah. So that was what we were hoping for to move forward, but I think that we're going to actually open it up to get someone in here to support Nancy in a part-time capacity. We looked over the budget and the numbers. I talked with Sharon about that, and we have the money still. But in the meantime, we've been supporting Nancy, you know, having Derek step in, but
I think that's why.
so our maintenance
Yeah.
guy does help with,
Sure.
especially if Nancy's gone to get food, then Derek, he knows how to do all of
Or
that.
if she's off, he does pickups too.
Yeah, yeah, he does. He's been trained and the bread as well, correct? We
Yeah.
still get
Yeah,
Panera bread.
but yeah, we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to press the gas on that now that Brent is back. Almost.
Back from vacation.
Okay, great meeting. We know when our next meeting is.
Yes, it is. As usual, you all ask the bestest of questions.
I think that was, I don't
I
know.
take lots of notes.
Was there a meeting with more resolutions than that? That was.
a lot of rooms.
I think
Your hand cranked up and all the signs.
Blame Brandon for all of that, which I'm thankful that he did the
I'm gonna
update.
end it.
Blame him or thank you?
I'm gonna end it.
Okay,
Yeah.
meeting dismissed.